Hey, so today I just went to Hobby Lobby and I wanted to show you a few of the things that I got. And I just wanted to talk about like what I'm going to be doing with what I have. And okay. So the beads and the washi tapes, I'm thinking about doing like a Bible charm kind of things. I don't know if you've seen those on Instagram or if you watch TikTok or whatever, or even Pinterest. But I've been thinking about making a like a Bible charm for the back, like the spine of my Bible. So there's this that I got. Let me kind of zoom in a little more. Sorry about the singing, but like, so there's this, and what I'm thinking about doing is instead of using chain, I'm going to tie the jump ring around, or I'm going to tie the twine around the jump ring, and then just do like the clip or the lobster clasp on each end. And then what I'll do is I'll put like some beads and stuff. Like I'll probably have to put this on a, not an eye pin. Oh my gosh, head pin. Thank you, Lord. I totally forgot that word. A head pin, and like maybe just bead some of those on that, string some of those on that. And then I'll let these dangle off. I'm really into like I really like Hobby Lobby's brand, the Poetic Spirit. It's by Beaded Treasures, but I'm really into like the kind of cowgirl kind of stuff. Like I love the hats, and then this one's really cute because it's spurs, and of course, yeehaw, and the boots are really cute, and of course the hats. And I got this one too by the Paper Studio. And some of them I like I don't really like that one, but the other ones are really cute. And so I'll use that. And I have some other beads that I've used or that I have because of, or from doing prophetic bracelets. So I still have some of those. And so I can use those. And like with the washi tape, so I got these two. I already had some of this one, and I used it as like little markers for the books, for the different books of the Bible, which actually I can come back and show you what I did with that. But I use these to like just as a tab for each book of the Bible, and that was really helpful for like if I'm looking for, and it's not labeled. I didn't like label it as in like Psalms or Proverbs or whatever, but the way I labeled it is like this one for like my favorite books, and then this one for like the other books that aren't necessarily my favorite, but they're really good books in the Bible. It's just I didn't I didn't label them as like the ones that I really like to turn to. But I will be right back and I will show you what I mean. Okay, I'm back. And so here's my Bible. This is a Hosanna Revival Bible. And so like I was saying before about the tabs, well, let me put that down. What I was saying before about the tabs or the washi tape tabs, this is how I have it done. So I actually did it different than the way that I said it. So like, if I want to turn to Psalms, I have like every other one done as the gold because I really like gold. And then these tabs are like my favorite book tabs. And so I'll just have a different washi tape for my favorite books. And so I did like, or I say favorite books are the ones that I spend the most time in or so. Not that any part of the Bible is bad. It's just those are the books that I like to spend time in. And so I have the Gospels done, and Acts, and I think Romans. And then I didn't do 1 Corinthians, but I did a section like for 2 Corinthians. I like that. And the thing I really like about Hosanna Revival Bibles is they have space to write. And something else that I like to do with my Bible is, well, with this one, I decorated it. So I use I think I use super glue to do the pom-poms. And I got the idea from another YouTuber. I think her name is How to Faith a Life. You can watch her video on how she did hers. But like for me, what I did, because she puts like stuff in her Bible, like, and it's like chunky, and I think that's super cool looking. And so I got the idea to like put some pom-poms in mine. And like when I kind of, you know, DIY or DIM, do it myself. Like when I DIY'd the and like just made it pretty, it kind of makes me want to enjoy reading this Bible more often. And so I have like my washi tapes, and I got that idea from her as well. But like something else that I like to do is like I'll write notes, and then I'll just kind of washi tape them in here. I used to use like a glue tape, but that was kind of like damaging the pages, and so I'm like, I'll just washi tape it in here. But sometimes it gets to where it's not super sticky, because washi tape isn't like super sticky in the first place. But yeah, and so I wanted to read in Psalm 128 today. Here we are, Psalm 128, 1 and 2. So it says, "Blessed is everyone who fears the Lord, who walks in his ways. You shall eat the fruit of the labor of your hands. You shall be blessed, and it shall be well with you." So like that's like Psalm 128, verses 1 and 2. And this is the ESV version, or the English Standard English Standard Version. And so a friend of mine shared that scripture with me today, and I was like, you know, I want to share that as well. So thank you, Miss Lenora. Okay, so another thing. With my tea, I have some stress relief tea, and I love this tea. It's super, like, it's really good. Like, it's honey lavender tea, and like sometimes when I'm like kind of worked up, it's like I'll just get some tea, and then it'll be really calming, which is really nice. So excuse me while I drink some. And so this I didn't get from Hobby Lobby, but I did get it from, whoops, hold on. I didn't realize it. Hold on. Okay, I didn't realize that was in the frame, but that's okay. Hold on a sec. Okay, I'm back. So like, yeah, so I didn't get this from Hobby Lobby earlier, but I got this from this drawing sketching paper from blick.com, and I had bought like a good while back, some colored pencils from them, and it came as a set. This came with it, and I was like, you know, I want to use like a drawing paper that has like a cover to it. And so I'm like, I don't really want to use this, but thank you, Lord, for giving me the idea to, so what I'm wanting to do with this, he gave me the idea to make my own inserts for my traveler's notebook. And so I'll be using, like, cutting out this paper, or tearing out the paper and just cutting the edges off, and like just folding it, and using this for the inside. And then I want to use this that I got today from Hobby Lobby. And I have some other paper, like covers too. So what I'm going to do is like use this for the cover and just decorate it like however I want to. So I think today I would like to figure out how to do that and share it with you actually. So I don't know. I don't think that I'm going to staple it because I've seen some people have how they've stapled it before. And so I think what I'm going to do, I am going to probably sew it. So I will be right back and get my supplies for that. Okay, I'm back. So what I did was I got some of the cardstock, which this is 76 pounds or 205 GSMs thickness and the weight of the paper, the cardstock. And so what I did was I just cut it at, so actually what I did the first time, I cut it at 8 1/4 by 8 1/4, but then I forgot to account for the spine. And so I had to redo it. So I did 8 1/4 by 8 6/16 of an inch. And trust me, I'm no good at math right now. It's not, let me say it this way. I'm not the best at math. I'm learning to do math better, but I'm not the best at it. So I'm more artsy, but you got to learn how to do math and art. So, you know, anyways, here we are. So yeah, I did this at 8 1/4 by 8 6/16. Then I just folded it over and then just creased it with my bone folder. And so I did that. And so now what I'm gonna do is I put little markings at 1 inch, and I wrote it down, 4 1/4, 4 1/4 inch and 7 1/2 inches. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fold all this over, put it all inside of itself, and then just put it in here and like just punch the holes on each paper. So I'm gonna do one of those and show you what I mean. So this is my drawing paper that I was talking about earlier. And so what I did is this is 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 inches. So just like with the cover, I'm going to fold it in half, hold it in the center, and then just kind of crease it easily. And then I'm going to use my bone folder and just give it like a even better crease to it. So I'm going to off camera do all of the inside sheets that way. And then I'm going to mark like at 1 inch, 4 1/4, and 7 1/2 inches where I'm going to put the holes for my awl. So, okay, here's how I'm going to punch the holes with the awl. So this is like a bookmaking awl. And so what I'll do is just watch your fingers and just punch a hole. Okay, it's easier for me to do it this way. Punch a hole, and you don't have to go all the way in, but yeah, because it'll make the hole bigger and you don't need it to be really big. So just punch a hole there and punch a hole there. And so if you can see that, like I have my hole at 1 inch, 4 1/4, and 7 1/2 inches. And I just use like a really long ruler, an 18-inch ruler. So I just like measured it and said, oh wait, sorry, that's not, oh my gosh, that's not 1 inch, that's 3/4. How did I do that? Hold on. Yeah, I did say 1 inch. I meant in my head to be at 1 inch, but it's supposed to be at 1 inch. So if you want to do yours like this too, just do it at 1 inch, not 3/4 of an inch. Anyways, but do it at 1 inch. Oh, I did it at 4. What had happened was here. Sorry. So let me share with you exactly how I did it. So I did it at, oh, you know what? Hold on. Is this the right one to do? Sorry, I'm thinking. Oh, I know how to do that. Okay. Sorry. I am trying to figure out what I did. So that's 8 1/4. And that's 8 and sorta. Yeah, that's 8 1/4 too. So this is a 8 1/4 one that I'm not using because I need some room for the spine. And this is the 8 and it's supposed to be 6, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is actually 8 5/4 kind of. Whoops. So anyways, my thing that I use in the room, like the cutter I have, isn't necessarily a ruler. So yeah, so this is 8 and 6, no, 8 and 5/4 by 8 and 3/4. Anyways, or 8 and 3, was that 16ths? Yeah. Anyways, 8 and 5/16. Anyways, it's supposed to be 8 and 1/4. The cover is 8 and 1/4 by 8 and 6/16. See, I told you, math. But I'm learning to do better. But anyways, so what I'm going to do is put this on the inside of this. And it's supposed to sit flush. See, it sits pretty decent in there. Gosh, I really need a new cutter because it's not like exactly the same. That's okay. But so yeah, what I'll do is I'll just like punch the holes like this. 1, 2, and it goes through, and then 3, and I'm gonna sew it. So I'm gonna like punch a hole or like crease each one of these papers, and I'm gonna punch a hole through all of them, and then I will be back. Okay, so I folded all my papers, and so the next step that I'm gonna do is like put all of the folded papers inside of each other, or inside of the one before it, like I'm doing now. Whoops. And I'm gonna put the one that I punched the hole in already on the outside. And I probably should like just do like a few at a time. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. And just punch them all together. So I'll put that one on the inside, the one that has the holes already punched with the cover. I used the cover earlier and punched it. And so I'm just gonna punch each of the ones in there now. Just watch your fingers. So see, I just punched that. That's one hole. That's 2. And you don't have to go in too deep with it because it'll make the hole like way bigger than you really need it to be. And so, yeah. Yeah, there we go. And so now you can just use, I'll put that down. Now you can just use, like set these aside and then just grab the next set and put them that way. And then what I do is I just flip them inside, like the ones that have the holes to the inside. It's just a little easier for me to hold it and punch and stuff. So do that and watch your fingers again, and just punch the hole through. That's one. That's two. And if you're really good with like using your ruler and stuff, you can make it like perfect and everything, but I'm just kind of eyeballing a little bit, and I'm not very great with using a ruler just yet. I need to practice more often, and so yeah. But you can mark the sheets as you need it to be. And so, all right, and here's my last set. Trying to make sure. Yeah, some of them I didn't cut the best. I think I didn't have them all like lined up the way that I needed it to be. But yours is gonna be a lot better than mine. Anyway, so like just punch that. Whoops. Punch that one. And then punch that last one. There we go. Okay, so this next step, and I'm gonna put the cover back on there. And I just got this book all from Amazon. And if you're interested, I'll link, I can, if you leave a comment, I can like tell you, share with you the actual one that I got. Because the first one that I got didn't do what I needed it to do. It was too big. And so I got a different one. Now, this is gonna be kind of chunky. And a lot of people, like what they like to do, they'll do like a few of them. Like, I'll just show you. Like, you can take 2 of them, like, or 3 of them, and like put them together like that. And just sew them together somehow. I'm not good at that yet. Doesn't mean I'll never be good at it. It just means I'm not good at it yet. So, and then they lay flush better than this. So what I'm gonna do is just put all those in each other. I have all of my sheets. There's 10 of these in all, punched. And now what I'm getting ready to do is wrap the cover around it. And I think what I might do is I'm probably gonna have to like cut some of this so it'll be flush and everything, which means like, cause like, yeah, and that'll be okay. But I'll just stack these really good, and then, whoops. So I have some thread, it's waxed thread. I'm going to kind of measure the spine a little bit, or yeah, I don't want to take too much that I don't need out of it. So I'll leave like a good bit right here, like that. And then leave some, like another little bit. And then I'll do it again. So that should be good enough for the spine. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm getting ready to sew it. Sew these pages together with the cover. So I'm not going to tie it, like tie this part, and it's waxed thread. So yeah, you can see that, I guess, a little. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave a tail end, and here's what I'm gonna do. Just stack them, and I'm gonna have to like trim this later, but like just poke them all through. I think that's good. Yeah, just poke them all through. there's an easier way to do this, honestly. It just, oops, I missed my hole, but that's okay. And then just let that go through. And then you'll want to leave like a little tail end, and I'm gonna let that be a little longer. And then I'm just gonna attach the cover. There. Okay, so I got all that together, and then it's all the way tight in the back. So then I'm going to go to the front, or the far right, and just poke all, like put the needle in through here. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get off the camera to do that. So maybe you can see me doing it actually. Yeah, just, there we go. That's a little easier to do it this way. Whoops. And kind of can't see that too well. There we go. And don't pull it too tight like I'm kind of doing, because it will tear the paper. So just making sure that the back is like tight and that part's tight. So here's what we're gonna do now is I'm going to, actually you can do this a little different than what I did, but I'm going to jump all the way, I think, over. And maybe this isn't the best way to do it, but yeah, and that's okay. There we go. Because what you could do is like just go like first through here, then from the back go to here, and then go back into there, and then go from the, well, no, I like how I did it. I'm good. So then you'll want to pull this tight enough, and then you'll go back into here. So I'm gonna do that and try to see it on this. Is that good? No, hold on, there, nope. There we go. And just be careful to not mess up the hole that you tied it in. And so, or like, try not to like poke another hole in there. So, okay, I'm gonna take this needle off, and the needle that I used was just a embroidery needle. So now I'm just gonna tie it a few times. Okay, I don't need to tie a bow. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm just tying it like twice, and don't do it like too tight, or it might break, like tear things. So now I think I'm gonna tie it one more time, and like I'll just take both of the threads and make like a loop. So I'll take the thread like this. Here, hold on. There we go. Take the thread like this, then hold it with your left hand, then twist it, and that forms a loop. And then when you form that loop, just put the two threads back in that hole, or both of them actually need to go in there, and then hold that really tight to the hole, and then just pull, and then there we go. And then just pull that, and that just secures it a little bit more. It's gonna have like the, I didn't need this much. You can reuse that. So I don't know what I'm going to reuse it for, but I'll use it for something. So, yeah. All right. So now what I'm going to do is just like put that like that, because it's, there we go. And then you just close it. And I think right now what I'm going to do is just to like make the edges, make the edges look flush. I'm just going to cut that with a guillotine that I have. And to make this lay, and I'll just clean up the edges, but to make it like lay flat, you can put this underneath a stack of heavy books or something. But yeah, or you can use a book press if you have one of those, but I don't. So I'm just going to get some books and like just to lay it flat. So yeah, now I have a makeshift traveler's journal, and I'm going to go like cut these in a bit just to have them to be flush. But I have like a makeshift traveler's note. I always call it journal. I'm so sorry. It's traveler's notebook. But I say journal all the time because I use journals, and I'm always talking about journals. So when they say traveler's notebook, I'm like, traveler's journal. But it's like, no, it's traveler's notebook. So, yeah. And so, yeah, I'll just use this. And I'm going to bring this up a little so you can see it a little better. Sorry. Yeah, I think what I can use this for is as a, if I'm in a pinch, just to use, like if I don't have like the time, or if I don't want to buy an extra refill from Traveler's Company, or if I can have a hard time finding them, because that's been my thing lately is I want to have like the grid paper, and I'm having a hard time finding it on the websites that I like to find it or buy it from. But yeah, so now I can just make my own. I gotta play around with the measurements a little bit, because this one isn't as long as the other ones. But I think what I could do next time is like, what am I trying to say? Like, make the cover a little bit longer. That's something I can do. And yeah, so that was just me making that. And then something I can do also is like just decorate the cover and just have fun with that. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and God bless you. Bye.